Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 28 of chapter 1. Arjuna Uvacha
Arjuna Uvacha
Drishtvaimam Svajanam Krishna
Drishtvaimam Svajanam Krishna
Yuyotsum Samupasthitam
Yuyotsum Samupasthitam
Sidanti Mama Gatrani
Sidanti Mama Gatrani
Mukhancha Parishushyate.
Mukhancha Parishushyate.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Arjunaha Uvacha.
Arjunaha Uvacha.
Arjuna said.
Arjuna said.
Drishtva.
Drishtva.
After seeing.
After seeing.
Imam.
Imam.
All these.
All these.
Swajanam.
Swajanam.
Kinsman.
Kinsman.
Krishna.
Krishna.
O Krishna.
O Krishna.
Yuyutsum.
Yuyutsam.
All in a fighting spirit.
All in a fighting spirit.
Samupasthitam.
Samupasthitam.
Present.
Present.
Sidanti.
Sidanti.
Are quivering.
Are quivering.
Mama.
Mama.
My.
My.
Gatrani.
Gatrani.
Limbs of the body.
Limbs of the body.
Mukham.
Mukham.
Mouth.
Mouth.
Cha.
Cha.
Also.
Also.
Parishushyate.
Parishushyate.
Is drying up.
Is drying up.
Translation. Arjuna said.
Arjuna said.
My dear Krishna.
My dear Krishna.
Seeing my friends and relatives.
Seeing my friends and relatives.
Present before me.
Present before me.
In such a fighting spirit.
In such a fighting spirit.
I feel the limbs of my body.
I feel the limbs of my body.
Quivering.
Quivering.
And my mouth drying up.
And my mouth drying up.
So here begins Arjuna's change in emotions, change in trajectory. Prabhupada writes in the purport, any man who has genuine devotion to the Lord has all the good qualities which are found in godly persons or in the demigods. Whereas the non-devotee, however advanced he may be in material qualification by education and culture, lacks in godly qualities. So essentially Prabhupada is writing, yes, on the one hand Arjuna is complaining, but actually Arjuna is also exhibiting Daivic qualities. As such, Arjuna, just after seeing his kinsmen, friends and relatives on the battlefield, was at once overwhelmed by compassion for them, who had so decided to fight amongst themselves. As far as his soldiers were concerned, he was sympathetic from the beginning. But he felt compassion even for the soldiers of the opposite party, foreseeing their imminent death. Compassion is a natural feeling for a devotee. The two words go hand in hand. Devotee means somebody who is compassionate, somebody who is kind. That's the meaning of the word compassion. So Arjuna was feeling compassion for the potential death of all of these people on the battlefield. Practically the whole community, all blood relatives of Arjuna, had come to fight with him. This overwhelmed a kind devotee like Arjuna. Although it is not mentioned here, still one can easily imagine that not only were Arjuna's bodily limbs quivering and his mouth drying up, but he was also crying out of compassion. Such symptoms in Arjuna were not due to weakness, but due to his soft-heartedness. A characteristic of a pure devotee of the Lord, it is said therefore, Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarvair gunais samasate suraha harava bhaktasya kuto guna mano rathe nasati dhavato bahihi. One who has unflinching devotion for the personality of Godhead has all the good qualities of the demigods. But one who is not a devotee of the Lord has only material qualifications that are of little value. This is because he is hovering on the mental plane and is certain to be attracted by the glaring material energy. So the Prabhupada is quoting the shloka from Bhagavatam Canto 5, chapter 18, shloka number 12, where the shloka says that anybody who is worshipping the Lord and has accepted the Lord as a supreme Lord, they automatically possess all the good qualities that the devatas have. But the non-devotees who do not worship the Lord, even though they may have all kinds of success on a material platform, their life is not much of anything, right? Because they are preoccupied with material things. So we'll read a couple of other commentaries. Arjuna realized that all the warriors on the battlefield, ready to shed blood, were none other than his own relatives, friends, and family. He was filled with remorse and fearful of performing his duty of fighting this war. The cause for these sentiments was his attachment towards his bodily relatives. He became forgetful of his spiritual existence, that he was not just the body. His affection for his bodily relatives had blinded his consciousness. Frequently, Prabhupada says, we all have the skin disease. Do you know what the skin disease is? The skin diseases is you have attachment to your family because of the relationship. So this is the only skin disease and it is temporary. He became forgetful of his spiritual existence, that he was not just the body. His affection for his bodily relatives had blinded his consciousness. In the materialistic concept, we consider ourselves to be only the body, which is emotionally attached to all its bodily relatives. As this attachment is based on ignorance, it carries with it the physical burdens of life, like pain, sorrow, grief, and death. Only the death of the physical body can end these materialistic attachments. We are more than just the physical body. Our eternal souls are beyond life and death. Tangled in the various attachments of the material world, we keep forgetting that the Supreme Lord is our only permanent relative. He is the father, mother, friend, master, and beloved of our soul. So we're going to read a short commentary by His Grace Chaitanya Prabhu. In the Bhagavad Gita's first chapter, when Arjuna wanted to see those on the opposite side, he referred to them as allies of the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. But after he saw them from the middle of the army, he referred to them as my people. So very quickly, his emotions and attitude changed. Why this difference? Because his perception had changed his focus. Though he had known that those on the opposite side included his relatives, he had focused on the fact that those there had chosen to ally with the evil-minded Duryodhana. But when he actually saw them, his focus changed. He was forcefully reminded that they were his relatives. And the harsh reality that he had to fight and kill his relatives became dominant in his consciousness. He understood what was at stake. What was at stake after he actually had an opportunity to see the ones that he loved on the battlefield. Then it changed his focus. So when you perceive things, then your priorities may also change based on your perception. Significantly, this Gita section contains several references to seeing. In Arjuna's word in 1.21, Nirikshe, in 1.23, Avekshe, in Krishna's words, Pashya, in the 25th shloka, in Sanjaya's words, Apashyat, that is the 26th verse, in the 27th verse, Samiksha, and again in Arjuna's words, Drishtva. So many different words used in the first chapter alone that referenced seeing. Through all these words, the Gita highlights the power of what we see. It can completely alter how we see it. So what we see alters how we process it. When we enter a situation, our eyes can sometimes provide some information that changes our focus constructively. But sometimes our eyes may change our focus destructively if something catches and consumes our attention, as happened with Arjuna when he saw his opponents from the middle of the battlefield. That's why we can't let our eyes alone determine the focus of our vision. It's very nice. Seeing something alone should not be the foundation of the decision that you make. You have to broaden your vision. We need to use our intelligence to determine that focus. Krishna's message equipped Arjuna with that intelligence, and it can similarly equip all of us too. What we see often changes how we see. Beware of the power of what we see and be ready with our intelligence to determine how we see it. So essentially in this shloka, Arjuna is recognizing, oh, here are all my friends and relatives and people who I love. Seems like they're ready to fight. But suddenly, I don't know what has overcome me. I'm a little bit distressed, Krishna. So this is the beginning of Arjuna's Vishada Yoga.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.